A developed country, also called an industrialized country, has a mature and refined economy. Developed countries have advanced technological infrastructure and have diverse industrial and service sectors. Citizens typically enjoy access to most, if not all, basic social amenities like quality health care and very good education at the most minimum of costs. Parameters that could be used to determine the level of development of a country include Human Development Index, income per capita, political stability, industrialization. Let us have a look at the 10 most developed country in the world based on HDI Index 2023. Norway, unbelievably, is the most developed country in the world according to this data, with a Human Development Index of 0.944. The economy of this country is, however, mixed since the commencement of the industrial era, and they have, however, not deviated from it. The abundance of natural resources in the country is one of its basic contributors to their economy. The basic or the main natural resources which contributes to their economy is the oil and gas and the amount of exports which has been made by the country. The country's Human Development Index, which rose by 0.1 since 2013, gave the country the first position in this list of the top 10 most developed countries in the world. At number 2, we have Australia. Australia is a country located in the mainland of the Australian continent and the island of Tasmania, and other islands smaller surrounding the continent. Australia is the world's 6th largest country. Australia has one of the largest capitalist economies in the world. The main contributor to its GDP, which is $970.8 billion, is made up by the service sector of the country, while the agricultural and the mining also contribute significantly. The life expectancy rate of the country is very high, and it is at 82.7 years, and the country have consistently maintained one of the highest standards of living in the entire world. At number 3, we have Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the wealthiest nations of the world. It has one of the most stable economy in the world also, which follows the stable policy of long-term monetary security, making it the preferred. Besides the wealth of foreign investors in their possession, the country also relies on its high level of labor specialization, trade, and industries to earn a GDP of 363. The life expectancy in Switzerland is 81.58. This country is the 3rd most developed country in the world. At number 4, we have Netherlands. The Netherlands exists with a very large and prosperous economy, which to a greater percentage depends on foreign trade. This Dutch country had its economy being hit hard by the global financial crisis, but in 2014 the country estimated a GDP of $707.0 billion. The life expectancy of the Netherlands is at 81.12, and the country has a very high standard of living. At number 5, we have USA. The United States of America is the world's largest and most single nation's economy, thereby fetching the nation the position of the world power or the world's economic power. The country's gross domestic product is so large, rating at $15.7 trillion. This GDP measures almost to a quarter of the entire world's GDP. The county has an abundance of natural resources which it was blessed with. The country's infrastructure is so developed that it becomes the envy of many. The infrastructure is well developed with a high level of quality productivity. The country, however, is behind with regards to life expectancy, which is on 78.75. Therefore, the United States of America is the 105th developed countries in the world. Germany is the 6th most developed country on this list. The country is the most industrialized, most populated, and the largest, and the biggest national economy in the continental Europe. The known concept of social economy is the bedrock of the German economy. The country is richly blessed with minerals such as nickel, copper, iron, natural gas, and the rest. The country is also one of the largest exporters in the world. Germany's GDP is $3.2 trillion and $39,028 per capita, while the life expectancy is 80.44 years. New Zealand is a greatly blessed and wealthy nation, which comprises of 2 main islands and lots of smaller islands. The Market 100 economy of the country is one which is prominently dependent on agriculture. However, tourism and manufacturing contributes significantly to the nation's economy. The life expectancy of the country is at 80.93, and the country's GDP is $132 billion and $29.73 per capita, and it has the Human Index of 0.910. This is the world's 7th most developed country. Canada is one of the world's wealthiest countries, and its economy is greatly dominated by the service industry. It also have oil reserves and also engage in a lot of exportation of energy, food, and minerals. Canada is the world's 8th most developed country, with a gross domestic product of $1.5 trillion and $42.734 per capita. At number 9, we have Singapore. Considering the 2013 Human Development Index ratings, Singapore has risen 3 times higher than its former position, and it's currently the 9th developed country in the world. It is a high-tech country, and one of the most prosperous at it in the world. It also enjoys one of the highest standards of living in the whole world. Singapore has a GDP of $326.5 billion and $60.41 per capita. And it has the 4th largest life expectancy in the world, which is 84.38. The last on the list of the 10 most developed countries in the world is Denmark. However, it is not the last most developed country in the world. Denmark enjoys a modern mixed economy, which is majorly services, as the country do not have any mineral resources other than oil and gas. Therefore, it has to rely on human resources. The standard of living in Denmark is high, and it has a life expectancy of 80 years. It has the GDP of $210.1 billion, while its HDI rating of 0.9 makes it the 10th most developed country in the world.